Hi everyone, I'm Ray and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make a no-fuss dessert, and these little gems look beautiful on a cookie tray. They are sweet and tart and chocolatey, and they are pistachio cherry clusters. So I'm going to show you how easy this is. We're only using a handful of ingredients here, all of which are readily available. I want to let you know this is a no added sugar recipe because we are using chocolate chips that have been sweetened with dates. The brand that I like to use is a brand called Just Date, and this is how they come in this purple package. This is the dark chocolate version. Now, I prefer the dark chocolate version just from a health perspective, but you can also get a milk chocolate version, also sweetened with dates and no added sugar. So it's not to say there's no sugar in it. There is sugar in dates, but it is a different kind of sugar that won't spike your blood sugar in the same way that a traditional processed sugar would do. So this is a healthy indulgence here. The other thing about this brand that I absolutely love, it's a woman-owned business, but also they use dates that are called upcycled. And what that means is that most dates have to be perfect in shape and size in order to be sold in a package of dates. However, there are irregular dates. I mean, they're Mother Nature. You can't control it. Sometimes the dates are going to be round instead of, oval or whatever. So what this company does is they buy those irregular dates and then they turn them into these decadent date flavored syrups and sugars, and in this case chocolate chips. So they can be hard to find. I get them at natural grocers. You can buy them online directly from the company. I've also done that too, and they also have a really nice cookbook. I'm thinking where else? Oh, Whole Foods also has them. So I'm going to show you how easy this comes together. The other thing we're using unsweetened cherries, which are basically just dried cherries, and we're also using organic pistachios. So this is what the cherries, they come also at natural grocers, and you got to read your labels, but this is the one that says unsweetened. So there are some that are sun sweetened. No, you want unsweetened. And then of course pistachios. And then the last ingredient we're going to use is a little bit of dried orange peel. You could use fresh orange peel too. I actually like using the dried just because of these can sit in the refrigerator for up to a couple weeks. But if you use fresh orange peel, they have to be eaten more quickly. It tastes delicious. It's just a matter of shelf life in this game right now. So I have got milk on the stove, and I want to get it almost to a boiling, and it looks like we're almost there. So we are going to use this almond milk, and we are going to melt our chips using this almond milk. Now I have heated 1 cup of almond milk. I probably am not going to use all of it, certainly not out of the gate, and maybe not at all. So I'm just going to use enough to get these dates to the consistency that I want. And I'm using this small bowl because it's easier for the dates to melt. I don't know why. I've tried it in bigger bowls and this just works better. So we are just going to stir this around until we get these dates melted and to the consistency that we want. And I would say I probably started with a half a cup of milk. And that, again, may be all I'm going to use, but not to worry because I love warm milk. So I'll just drink the milk by itself afterwards. So we're going to stir it in this bowl until we get it to a consistency we like, and then we'll transfer it over to the bigger bowl so we can get all the other ingredients added in. So it's going to take a minute just to get everything melted, and what I'm looking for here is I just don't want any chip chunks, if you will. I want all the chips melted into a very smooth consistency here. And I think I've got that just about. So definitely all the chips have been melted. Again, you want the milk to get just before boiling, right? So if it boils, then you're kind of burning the milk, and it definitely gives it, it's not terrible, I've done it, but I like the taste of it right before boiling better. And I think we're there. So if you can see this consistency, that's what I'm going for. It sort of looks like frosting, Okay. And then we'll transfer it into this bigger bowl and add the remaining ingredients. And then we will get them ready to go into the refrigerator. And we're going to put them into the refrigerator so that the chocolate can harden back up again, but we don't want that to happen until we've added the other ingredients. So let's get this done first. And we have to kind of work a little bit quickly at this point because we don't want the chocolate to start to reset itself, if you will, into a hard form. Okay, this is a really nice dessert, something you can have if you just want a little bite of sweetness, or something you could put on a beautiful cookie platter. Lots of options here. Now we've added the pistachios and the cherries, and we've added the orange peel, and now we're just gonna stir everything together. I'm just using this little spatula to do that. And I'm just scraping the bottom as I go because the chocolate tends to settle on the bottom. And we wanna make sure, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of roll these into very rough balls. And they are, again, clusters. You could also make this into a bark, meaning you could kind of spread it flat and then break it up. That's another option. But I like making the clusters. I think we are pretty much combined. Now, those pistachios that I used, just so you know, they were dry roasted and salted. So there is a little bit of salt. So we've got salt, we've got tart, and we've got sweet, which is a great combination. You hit all the proper taste buds in your mouth. Let me get my prepared cookie sheet and we will make this into the clusters. Okay, so when I said prepared cookie sheet, I meant a cookie sheet with parchment paper on it. That's simple. And we're gonna just use a little spoon and we're gonna just drop these onto the cookie sheet by the spoonful. And again, I said rough balls. I mean, they're gonna be, little spoonfuls in clusters. Now, you could flatten them out a little bit if you want them a little bit more flat. You could roll them into actual balls. You can shape these however you like. I just like to make them clusters because it's faster. And I like this being a really simple dessert to make. When someone asks you to bring a dessert, you can bring this and it's a big hit. I'm telling you, people love it. It's decadent. The main thing with this is just you want everything to stick together. So I'm gonna do the rest of this off camera and then we'll be back. So we ended up with 20 clusters. And so now we've got them laid out on the cookie sheet here. Oops, that one's kind of falling apart. And what we're going to do now is we're going to just top it with a little bit of rock salt. Now this salt that I use is called Redmond sea salt. And it's actually salt from the Great Salt Lake. And they're just little rocks of salt. And I like using this because you're just adding a pinch of salt to this sweet and tart little treat here. And you've already got a little bit of salt in the pistachios, so you don't want to go crazy. I'm just putting like 2 to 3 rocks on each one. Oops, that one got a little bit more than 2 or 3. And you notice these are all different sizes, and I do this intentionally because when you take something like this to a party, some people want a big chunk of chocolate and some people just want a little bite. And so I like to give people options rather than wasting, if they were all big and someone only took 1 bite, then they waste the rest of it. And I don't like to waste food, so that's that. So let me show you this Redmond's rock salt. It comes in a package like this. You can buy it at most health food stores. You can buy it direct from the website, or you can buy it on Amazon. And again, it's rock salt. It's little pieces of rock. It's not rock salt like when you make ice cream. This is made to go into a salt grinder, which I have. But I thought it would be really cool on this recipe because it would give each of these clusters just a little more hint of salt. So a lot of people like the sweet and the salt together, and trust me, with the tartness of the cherries, it's a great combination. So what we are going to do now is we are going to put these in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes and everything's gonna get hardened up again. And then we'll be back for a taste. We have our clusters out of the refrigerator. They've been in there for about 30 minutes. You can leave them in the refrigerator longer, and then you can also store it in the refrigerator. But these will be beautiful as a little dessert that I'm taking, one of my 2 desserts, to the party that I'm going to. And so I'm dying to taste these. Let's see how they taste. Got a little one right here. The chewiness and the tartness from the cherries is absolutely delicious with the dark chocolate. Love that combination. The pistachios are perfect. I love the way they add just a little bit of salt along with that little Redmond salt that we put on top. So good. And the chocolate chips, they don't taste like traditional chocolate chips. They have this really, a little bit more complex flavor. My taste buds actually love it. So, and then I also had a little extra milk. And so I added it to my cinnamon tea, which is absolutely delicious. So if you do end up with extra milk, which you probably will, you could either use less or put it in your coffee or your tea. So good. Bon appetit, everyone. I hope you try these. So simple, right?